In modern elite professional sport, everything is analysed. At Bath Rugby Club, a player's individual data is vital, not just tactically, but medically.
We can, see how they respond to an individual training session and a training week, looking at different sort of actions such as, the distance, the heart rate, accelerations, sprints and so on and so forth, and create, a picture of what training demands for a player alike, so we can see, how training's affecting their body and their ability to perform.
Then we look at, the general health and well-being, how the player feels, how he feels he's responding to training, how he feels the effort he's putting into the training, and then we look at some bloods and other sort of biomarkers as well.
The coaches, scientists and medical staff use this information to monitor fitness levels and minimise injuries. Sometimes that means protecting players from themselves.
I guess the thing is with sportsmen and rugby players in particular, you do whatever you can to play and do whatever you can to train a lot of the time. So you may come in and say you feel great, but actually your scores are saying you're not that good, so they'll pull you from training and do a recovery protocol or get yourself right for the next day, basically, so that when the following Saturday comes, you're at a peak performance level to play.
How medical data is stored and utilised is a sensitive issue. Here at the University of Bristol, researchers use genetic data in their work to help understand and combat disease.
In the long term going forward, I think what's really going to happen is that people will volunteer to make their data public. And I think people will be able to choose the level of publicity that they have. I mean, the current NHS is an opt-in, opt-out system. You don't want to share it. You fill in the form and your data's not shared. So enough people will opt in that it'll be fine.
And now, for the first time, a further step. Patient records from GPs in England are about to be centralised by NHS computers. But there are concerns about access to that information.
For example, if you have just been diagnosed with an illness, say with cancer or with another serious illness, then you might find yourself targeted by pharmaceutical companies. Or if you have a genetic disease in your family history, then you could find that insurers are discriminating against you, for example.
And some family doctors are anxious that a patient's trust could be eroded.
Well, patients do ask me, will this information go any further than these four walls? Until these ideas, the answer was no, it won't. It's recorded in the GP notes. Now it's been put on a computer and spread out.
Leaflets explaining the process are being sent to more than 26 million homes. People can choose to opt out, but the NHS argues the information will help to improve care and, crucially, it's promising patients their data will be safe. John Maguire, BBC News, Bristol.